Welcome back, you guys, to Real Talk with Nana. I have a spread for you guys. We're gonna just enjoy you guys because I haven't talked to you guys since Mother's Day. So I have something good for you guys. I have some fried cabbage. I made my sweet potato cornbread again. Donisha made some spare ribs. And I made some macaroni, and Clifton made some rice. So, we're going to get started. Isabel's going to say the prayer.
Does anyone need some water?
No, pass me this water, is what I was saying.
Oh.
Yeah, give it to Daddy.
Okay.
So go ahead and sit down, Isabel, and say grace.
What is yours?
No, this is not mine.
Is that mine?
Here. This is mine. Because it has this thing on it.
Okay.
Right here.
Say grace, Isabel.
Okay. Thank you, Lord, for this food. In Lord Jesus' name.
Amen. So,
Amen.
Cheese.
so how you guys been
what you
doing?
need?
Nana.
Is it mac and cheese, Isabel?
I hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. I really
Let
do.
Daddy get you some because he's closest to you.
You guys, I
What
haven't
has to need? You want?
I haven't
the
done
ribs?
live in a while, you guys. I am going to do that.
Sweet potato cornbread.
But I want you guys'
Okay.
input on a topic, what to talk about, you guys.
Fair, here's the fork. Where's the fork, Isabel?
She wants some of
The
that.
ribs are good.
Isabel, where's the fork? Where's the fork?
Okay.
Here is what, give me your. Oh, okay.
You afraid to put it down?
No, it looked fragile. Isabel, give me a plate.
Wait, I need to get a fork.
Mmm. You can put this down now.
Put rice everywhere.
Thank you, Nana.
Good.
Mm.
Mmm. Cabbage smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke flavor.
Yeah.
Good. Flavory.
All right, Lamar.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that kind
She act just like her and her brother act just alike, boy. When it comes to food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he came over to my house. I cooked him some chicken last week.
Yeah.
He did the same thing. He didn't even say 2 words. He just sit in that kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sat in that kitchen. He ate.
Mm-hmm. Mama, you want this fat?
Mm.
I
You
don't
had
like
to say
that.
it, you had to say it loud.
Oh. Why?
Even though you guys ain't supposed to have it.
This macaroni is good.
Thank you. I ain't supposed to have it. But
Nana, you make the best
a couple of weeks, you
macaroni.
guys.
Mama, she said you make the best macaroni.
Thank you.
In this whole entire world.
Oh, the whole entire world. Better than Safeway?
That's why
Is that where y'all get some? Where y'all be getting the macaroni from?
we make it.
Okay.
Mm.
Popeyes?
We make our macaroni. We don't buy nobody
This is
macaroni.
good. You got Shelly Rice a little bit loose today, Clifton.
Mm-hmm.
She's a little bit loose.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
But I told you guys that I was, when I had put a community post, I told you guys I was gonna tell you what I was going through or whatever. But anyways, I was having chest problems, right? I was on my way to work, but I was having chest problems. So I went to work. I didn't go to work that day. I went to emergency room or whatever. And so they did my vitals, blood work, everything. Everything came right. Came back right. You know, they said my liver is good, my kidney's good. Everything in my body was good. My blood or whatever was good. But they said, it was one thing they said. So, the doctor asked me, she said, have you ever had a heart attack? So I was like, no. And she was like, I said, no, why would you say that? And she was like, well, we see some stress. And I was like, no, I haven't had a stroke. I haven't had anything. She said, well, maybe you had it and didn't know. And I'm like, okay, well, and she said it looked like some old scar tissue or whatever. And I'm like, and, and then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, okay, well, way back when I was going through a lot of stuff, I was going through a lot of trauma, in my marriage and everything. And I was like,
Everything.
and then, it made me think. It really made me think that,
You see that, rice?
it made me think. Okay.
No, I was just okay.
When she said scar tissue, that made me wonder. You have scarring in the physical, but you also have scarring in the spiritual, and you don't know nothing about it. You don't know. You can be going through some trauma and not know. And what you go through, it has an effect on your heart. And so that's why God tells us to guard our hearts. Try not to stress out. That's where high blood pressure comes from and everything, And then they want to put you on high blood pressure pills. No. My doctor gave me some high blood pressure pills because when I went to my doctor's appointment, they gave me some high blood pressure pills. So I took those pills and I looked it up online. What was the side effects of those pills? And the pills that they gave me was on the top of the list of danger. Do not take. So I didn't take them. So when I went to my doctor's appointment again, they said,
No.
do you take your... What happened?
What happened?
I didn't do nothing.
Relax.
What did she do?
Use it for marking the table.
Oh, don't do that, Isabel.
Okay.
So,
I always do that every time.
Yeah, don't do that, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
so they asked me, they said, well, why when you take the pills? And this is the kicker. And I told her the reason why I wasn't taking them. She couldn't say anything. She said, oh, really? I said, yeah. I said, why would you guys prescribe somebody some stuff that is detrimental to, it can be detrimental to their health. So why would you even advise them to even take certain stuff like that? And she's like, well, okay, well, so what's your solution of what's your solution of not taking them? I said, well, every morning when I get up in the morning, I take a tablespoon of turmeric and I take a tablespoon of paprika, and I mix it with some warm water. You know what she said? Oh, yeah, that'll work. I said, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, you're right, that'll work. So why are y'all prescribing people this medication when it's not going to do nothing to make it worse? Because once you take it for so long, and then after you stop taking it, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have side effects to where you have no choice but to take them. So I'm like, no, I'm not taking them. I could do things that I can do to try to lower it. Hypertension. We all have hypertension. We all, Donisha, it could be some certain things. I'm talking about hypertension as being hyper. And that's why they subscribe you saying that your blood pressure go up. When you get mad about something, your blood pressure go up. You know, when anything, your blood pressure goes up. That doesn't mean that you need to get onto some type of medication. That means that you just need to you need to calm down, and you need to find other ways to where basically like walk away from some things.
Healthy, yeah. Like walk away from people.
Right.
Because that's where the bulk of your high blood pressure is coming from.
Stop it.
Stop doing that. If you do that again,
Walk
you're
away
gonna have to leave
walk
the table.
away from situations.
Stop.
You don't have to be in there. You
Stop.
arguing, they arguing, you arguing. The next thing you know, you're having heart palpitations. and then you get to sweating, and then you get a little slight headache. Your blood pressure then went up.
Yeah, but there is like certain foods too that rise your blood pressure, like some of what we're eating right now. But certain foods that you eat, if you eat them that are unhealthy, that clog arteries and stuff, if you eat it all the time, it definitely can help with like raising your blood pressure and giving you heart disease. So you just have to eat things and drink things that help flush out your arteries and stuff and keep you healthier. And do workouts, like to mitigate your stress levels.
Yeah.
Working out, which releases endorphins, is a very good way to mitigate your stress. Which is why I told you to sign up for that membership.
I got it.
And go.
I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah, go every day. Just for like an hour a day, just like go to walk.
Yeah.
Maybe you might meet some friends. You might meet some people who are on some health journeys there. And you connect, you know?
You put some fennel in that.
Yeah, I did. And you know, you might connect with people. So you just have to get around people that are good for you, that bring deposits. Somebody uses a good term. They said get around people who deposit and not withdraw. That make deposits into you and not withdraw. I like your nails. Get around people that make deposits and not withdrawals. Like, this is how you're going to know your friend group, if it's good or not, if it's healthy or not. Are you on the phone with people, or mostly talking to people, or being around people that are always making withdrawals from you, meaning like withdrawals from you financially, emotionally, spiritually, like constantly withdrawing your energy.
So all I'm saying, especially with the society now, you know, you see all kind of strange things on TikTok, YouTube. You know, every time you turn on your phone, you know, it's always something. You know, and I don't get it. You have to do something to minimize your stress level.
You have to lean on the Lord. You have to. That's why.
And even in that,
prayer.
You have to go.
Worship.
You even have to be strong, even in that, because it's going to be always somebody's going to try to say, try to turn that other narrative.
Yeah. Like yesterday. And it's never, like, it's almost never you. It's really like it really do, like, a lot of times, like, you know how people be like, it's you, like, you're the issue. A lot of times when you're on a journey to just better yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, it be other people.
But you know what? Last night, girl, I tossed and turned all night long. Because I literally...
I want this mac and cheese.
Then don't eat it.
Go,
Then all night long.
Go drink your water. Go get some water.
What's going through my mind. And I really don't have to tell you nothing. I really don't have to say anything because you got it. You got it.
Me?
So we're gonna leave it at that, yeah.
Yeah, I can really understand. Like, that's why I had to, like, leave people alone. Like, especially when you're in a season of when you're just going through some challenges, stuff on your own. You can't be around people
I was like, okay.
That are like,
okay.
taking your energy and stressing you out.
After you left and everything, I'm like,
messes with your health, man.
I'm like, no, she can't buckle up and she can't crumble. You know? Yeah. I was like, she can't crumble, she can't break up, crumble. Okay, you know, like when you, just like if you stop doing something.
Heck no, I can't.
Listen, it's just like if you stop doing something, right? And then the person that you're hanging around with, they still doing the same thing that you're stopping, right?
Yep.
Okay, then you get to a point to where you fall back and you start doing the same thing.
They was doing.
Okay, but the thing about it is, some people be like, okay, they embrace it or they no, you know, because if you fall off, then what's
right?
gonna
Then what's gonna help them? Everybody gonna go down.
What we gonna have?
Right.
So I'm like, it was tossing, it was walking through my mind all night, and I was like, oh no. You know, I enjoy or whatever, but I was like, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. She came too far.
Yep.
You know, I had to put myself in it. We are going places.
Because we are. And that's straight up facts.
I'm like, no.
Oh, I gotta wait till
And I tried to call you, but your phone went on that thing or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll talk to her tomorrow or whatever. But
God woke me up at 3
but my
a.m.
thing is to tell you,
Keep going.
yes.
God woke me
We're
up
not
at 3
doing that.
a.m. 3 a.m. And it's like, I wasn't even going to go to the place I went today. I wasn't even going to go. I was going to stay home. But God was like, go. Because it's something that's going to better you and your family. Go. And believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? The same encouragement you give other people.
But I'm talking about your mind space. That's the main thing that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about material. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about the mind space.
Yeah, you're right, Mom.
So I'm like, if her mind space ain't right,
mine ain't gonna be right.
Where my mind space going?
Where's mine gonna go? Yeah.
You know, I mean, we could sit and we can hang and we can do whatever, but damn, both of us being dumb and stupid.
Right. We can't both be dumb and stupid. Right.
No.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, oh no, no, we're not doing this. I enjoyed it, whatever, but no, it is not like that.
Yeah.
Because I am not the type of person that say, oh, well, you know how some people, you hang out with somebody or whatever, and you going on the road or going on the straight, you going on the straight and narrow and everything, you fall out, and then they there right there, it's okay. You gonna be okay, baby. Okay. Because they
don't want you to succeed.
They don't want you to do it no way.
No. They don't want you to
So
succeed.
you need somebody to be like, look, I know I'm doing what I'm doing, but look, both of us can't be like that.
Both of us can't fall apart.
No.
Both of us, you know, like one got to help the other. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I got to continue to come out, you know, and continue to do what God has called me to do. I can't allow any distractions or because I had a bad day or because I had a bad week or somebody said something. Or somebody said something or hurt my feelings. I can't allow that to make me go back down the path I literally just came out of.
No.
And y'all shouldn't either. Like, that's why the Bible said that the righteous fall 7 times. But every time you fall, you just have to get up again. Right. It's not about you falling. Like my mama said, it's about your mindset. So you have to just get that mindset to where you're like, you know what? I might make a mistake. I might fall off for the day, but I'm gonna get back up. And that's what I did today. I woke up like, what's up?
And listen, if y'all out there, y'all with people, and y'all going straight and narrow, and you trying to get them to where you at, and then you so happen to fall, and they want to sit there and it's okay, this and that. No, get away from them. Because no, you need somebody to say, okay, all right, I already know that I'm going through whatever, but no, we're not going to do this. Yeah. Because we need to be in here together. It got to be somebody strong. You don't need blind leading the blind. Somebody got to be strong in it. And that's what it's be. Iron sharpened iron. We're not talking about iron sharpened iron and y'all both doing the same doggone thing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they'll sit right there. Oh, well, okay, well. Oh, I knew you was, at this first thing you say, oh, I knew you was going to come back around.
Okay, so listen. So this topic is just kind of like wholesaling. So I learned today that wholesaling is when somebody takes a real estate investor, does all of the back work, right? They do all the back work. They purchase their property, and then after they purchase the property, they don't have intentions on keeping the property, meaning paying the payment. So within the time frame of the payment is due on the property that they're purchasing, they get someone else. They get a real estate investor that is already ready to buy, right? Already ready looking at those types of properties, right? They get a real estate investor to purchase the property that they were going to purchase. So they sign over the contract and the titles and the deeds to that real estate buyer, and then the only thing that the real estate buyer has to do is cut them off a percentage of the money, a percentage of the cost. And so, like, I basically get let's say I'm about to buy a property for $100,000, right? But my intention is to sell this property. I don't even want to incur the debt. I don't want the property. I just want to get it to sell it to a wholesaler, wholesale it. And then they just cut me off a chunk of the pie, cut me off $10,000 or whatever, and the property now is theirs. So the property goes from being into your name, right, into their name within that time frame that you're purchasing that property, right? So this is kind of relatable because it's like you have somebody that's doing the back work. You have somebody, because I'm the one that's looking for the properties. I'm the one that's making sure it's a good sale. It's a good deal. It's a good investment, right? You don't have to do that work. All I do is bring you the facts. I bring you the data. I bring you the numbers. And then you look at the numbers and say, yep, I'll go ahead and take that property off your hands, and you purchase it, right? So it's like, in an aspect, the person that's purchasing the property, like, that's going to take it from me, the real estate investor, they are the blind person essentially, because they're not the ones that are out there looking for the properties, doing the numbers and making sure it's a good sale, right? You have someone else doing that work, right? For you. You got someone else doing that work
Donisha, what the
for you.
hell that got
So
to
it's
do
not
with
the
anything
blind
I'm talking about?
So it's not the blind leading the blind. Like I'm blind in a way, like the real estate investor that's purchasing the property is blind in a certain aspect, because they're not the ones. If y'all know what I'm talking about, put it in the comment section. They're not the ones doing the back work. I'm doing the back work, right? So I am the strong one leading, like I'm leading.
But I'm doing the back work too.
Right, exactly, because I have to look up, because the real estate investor, even though they're not doing the initial work of finding the property, when it comes to them, like they have to look at the paperwork, they have to make sure the numbers is great, and then they sign over the deeds to them, then they take on the property. So yeah, you're doing the work, but you just said the blind leading the blind. So in an aspect, it's like, I'm the strong one leading you forward until you, and then I get all the information, and then I come back and teach you and be like, hey, I'll teach you what it is that you need to know, right? And then we both like, boom. But if we both don't know anything, we both don't get any wisdom, we both don't, like if one of us doesn't get the knowledge or the understanding.
Repeat that again.
Repeat what?
What you said?
I'm saying that you're saying that I'm not blind. You're like, I'm not blind. So I'm saying you were using the example, the blind leading the blind.
What's the hell to do with it though?
What did the real estate? No, I said this is kind of like an example. Like I'm using a real life example. Because you said it's not good for the blind to lead the blind. So if I'm increasing in the area that you may not be as educated in, but I'm increasing in that area, and then I come up on a hurdle, like something happens and I stop increasing in that area, and I go back to go chill with you and hang out with you, and I stop growing, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, now you need to keep growing in this. You're not gonna be like, okay, we both can't be dumb in this area. You got to keep increasing yourself in this area, because once you get to a certain level, then you can help me, and then we both going forward. But if you're if I like stop growing,
I'm not looking at it in the money aspect. Though.
I know I'm using a real life example that what you're saying is comparable to someone that is into wholesaling in real estate. This is comparable because you have the one person doing all of the work, looking for information and stuff, and getting all of the information and the numbers together for the properties. And then once they purchase that property, they get a buyer who's interested in that property to come and sign it over to them. So then they're not even doing the work anymore. Like after they've done all the work, they sign it over to the buyer. So then the person buys it without having to do all of the work that the person initially had to do. So the real estate investor will purchase the property without having to do all of the work that the other person did. Because the other person had to look up properties and make sure and go do showings and all this other stuff and make sure it's a good thing.
Okay.
So the work of it is cut down in the aspect, you know.
Okie dokie.
Anyways, love y'all. I gotta go.
She went there. I'm lost of it. But anyways, you guys, I love you so very much, you guys, and I thank you guys because I am now officially at 17,300 and 39 subscribers. Yep. Thank you so much for you guys' support, and I will see you guys on the next video. Love you guys.
Amen.